Hi, I'm Megan. Welcome to VW Basics. Did you know that in addition to regularly checking the engine oil level on your Volkswagen, there are additional fluid levels underneath the hood of your car that you can check regularly? This could all be part of your at-home preventative maintenance schedule. Yeah, like I said, you can do this all at home. Very simple. Now, the first fluid reservoir I'm going to start off with is your power steering fluid reservoir. Just an easy visual check on a regular basis can ensure that your power steering fluid levels are up to snuff. Now you simply unscrew this cap right here, and there's an interior dipstick, and as long as that fluid level is above the minimum line and below the maximum line, power steering fluid, it's good to go. Screw that cap back on good and tight. Now the next fluid level that we're going to visually inspect is your brake fluid, which is actually located underneath this vent over here on the side of the hood. Now you'll want to have a flat-headed screwdriver on hand in order to loosen the cover for the power steering fluid reservoir. All right, and that just pops right out here. All right, so I can see that the fluid level is good. It's right in between the maximum line and the minimum line. So I can then carefully replace my cover here. Line up the screws with each corresponding slot there, and then tighten the first one there, as well as the back one. All right, so we're done on this side of the car as far as fluids are concerned. Now the next two fluids are going to be located close together once again. First one is actually your coolant reservoir, which is somewhat concealed, but it is located underneath this blue cap right here. As far as your coolant reservoir checking is concerned, you're going to need to make absolute certain that your vehicle has cooled off before checking this fluid level. And just like checking any other fluid level or anything under the hood of your Volkswagen, you're going to want to make sure that the ignition is switched off and that the car is on a flat level to ensure accurate readings. So once your vehicle has cooled off, carefully unscrew this radiator cap. All right, set that aside. Now you might have to step up onto the curb if you can't see over it, like I need to do. Okay, so looking inside the fluid level cap here, I can see where it says max and min. And you actually want the coolant to be above the marking where it says min and below the marking where it says max for maximum. And just like all of these other fluids, as long as it's between the max and the min levels, you're fine. Now, if any of those fluids are below, at or below where it says minimum, you're going to want to take your Volkswagen into the dealership to have those fluids topped off as necessary. So the same protocol you'd follow with the coolant here. Now, this fluid level is perfect. It's definitely above the minimum and below the maximum. So let's screw this cap back on. Again, nice and tight. Now the final fluid we'll check is something that you can really easily do at home, and you can purchase the windshield washer solvent concentrate for your windshield washer fluid reservoir at your local Volkswagen dealership's parts department. So there's this easily identifiable blue cap here, and it's got a little windshield washer icon on it. What you're going to want to do before actually adding this Volkswagen windshield washer solvent concentrate to this reservoir is you've got a little diagram on the back of this bottle that actually lets you know how much of your windshield washer concentrate, how much water to dilute it with depending on your climate's level of freezing. So I've actually pre-mixed some of the solvent with some water, and I have my funnel. So I'm going to go ahead and open this cap here, remove this little screen and set it with the screen facing up so it doesn't get any debris on it. Get your funnel in there, situate it. Carefully open the cap of your already diluted windshield washer solvent and go ahead and pour some in there. All right. Screw that top back on. Remove that funnel, put the screen back in, and close that top. When you hear it snap, it's good. All of our fluids look excellent. This Touareg is begging to be driven, so hit the road.